Outer Banks this week presents The Other Side of Fishing with Captain Marty Brill, a time when the captain shares his deepest thoughts, gives fishing advice, and entertains guests. So here he is, Captain Marty.
All right, back with The Other Side of Fishing with Captain Marty. Marty, before we jump in and we talk about all of our sponsors and everything for your programming, where are we today?
We are at my alma mater, the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center, South Nags Head, right here on the north side of the Bass Knight Bridge. God, what a view. We're up here. I think it's called the second floor, but these floors are like, the ceilings are like 20 foot tall.
Yes.
There's a lot of stairs. Now, they do have an elevator. I chose to take the stairs. You know me.
Yes.
I'm always so health conscious.
Absolutely. I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, Marty, I was going to open up the elevator and go up it myself, but Marty was started up the steps.
View. And I'm looking down where I spent a big part. One of the happiest years, some of the happiest years of my life, right down there on that dock.
That's awesome, man. And we're very blessed. And we're going to have Mr. King come in here in just a little bit. Mr. Stephen King, general manager. He's going to come in and talk to us about the fishing center and everything like that in just a little bit. But Marty, hey, this your program and all brought to you by Red Drum Tackle, which you're rocking the hat again today.
Well, you got to rock them when they give you 3 or 4 nice hats.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And that triggerfish sandwich from Pops. I mean, Kara really wined us and dined us last time we were down there.
Oh, man, that was good, wasn't it? It was really good. We went down to Pops on Highway 12 in Buxton. Yeah. And we can get them on board as a sponsor because that triggerfish sandwich is to die for.
It was, yeah. So if you're down that direction, just past, Cape Hatteras Secondary School in Buxton, you go down just past Cape Hatteras Secondary School. It's on the left heading south is where Pops is. But, hey, closest tackle shop to the Point. And when we talk about the Point, we're talking about Cape Point down in Buxton. That's where you will find Red Drum Tackle. Now, they do like custom rods. They also have all your different bait and tackle, everything you need down there. You can find to go fishing at Red Drum Tackle.
Sure can. Right there, close to the action point.
Yes, absolutely. And they're online at reddrumtackle.com. Got to power this vessel, Marty. We got a couple different sponsors in that regard. The largest repower center in Northeast North Carolina being one of them, and that would be Radcliffe Marine in Belhaven. Marty, we're due a trip. We haven't been to Belhaven, I feel like, in a little while. We're due a trip. We
do need to deliver some of these new fishing guides over that way.
Yeah.
And we'll have to do that soon. I'm going in 10 days.
Yeah.
So I'll be over there for a doctor's appointment. I'll have to swing through.
Well, if it... Marty, I might have to take a day off and go with you. We'll see how that works.
Poor old sick Marty.
Yeah.
Is that how you approach the head office with that?
No.
Marty can hardly walk.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Marty,
poor Grandpa Marty.
Poor old Marty. That's what he thinks I do. Whenever I go out and propose him to a business that could benefit by being a part of Captain Marty, he thinks that I'm being, Marty's not going to eat dinner tonight if you don't be in the fishing guide.
Well, that's all. That's sales. That's marketing.
But see, you're honest marketing. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like the Captain Marty. I mean, the Captain Marty.
Really grateful for all of our sponsors, both here on the podcast, and in the magazine, providing that fishing guide for free.
Absolutely,
and there's a wealth of information in this year's version. So.
Yes. Well, again, Radcliffe Marine being featured in the Captain Marty Fishing Guide and online at radcliffemarine.com. Yamaha, Suzuki, Honda Motors. I mean, they will get you a new one or they will repower whichever one you have. Right there in Belhaven, North Carolina, which beautiful place. Downtown Belhaven is a wonderful spot, you know. Love going out there. And I also like going a little bit past Belhaven. What is it called? Seed Tick Neck Road?
That's right. Seed Tick Neck Road. Who was sitting around at the planning board and said, I know what we should call that road?
I mean, you know, I wonder the same things about.
They didn't even know the A&W Sales. They said, we don't know.
Yeah, that's the road that takes you to A&W Sales, which is also another proud sponsor of Captain Marty Programming.
Yeah, and our lawnmower rescuers.
Yes, our lawnmower rescuers. That is absolutely true.
They were on life support.
Yes.
And they sent the mobile rescue unit over there, took them back, disconnected all the parts, put them on life support, and then did a transplant bypass Put them back together, gave them a shock or two. When they came back to life, they were in our yards.
I don't know about yours, but mine purrs like a daggum kitten.
Mine
now.
does too.
Holy smokes!
It's like a different lawnmower.
It is mine. Yes, mine almost feels brand new.
Yeah,
like I'm not even kidding. I didn't realize how rough a shape my mower was in until they got a hold of it.
It's kind of like our old buddy Jody O'Donnell. His maintenance plan for his lawnmower was to leave it sitting out in the rain. It always ran better.
That's Jody.
So anyway.
Well, Marty, hey, you know what? The energy that is brought to the table here with the Captain Marty program can only be energized by one source, and it is the official beverage of Captain Marty programming. All right, you know what beverage I'm talking about? I'm talking about Sport Fisher Energy.
Yes.
When you're trying to get out there and have that stay energized and catch that big catch, Sport Fisher Energy would be happy to know they've got Scuppernong grape. They've got an orange flavor. They have a cherry lime. It's called, Depth Finder, Pole Smoker, and Honey Hole are their current 3 flavors. And I believe that Sport Fisher Energy is going to be coming out with like a sour apple that I actually got to sample not long ago. It tastes pretty good.
And then they're coming out with ripe sea bass, right?
Yes. I mean, and you'll find that next to the scent of sea mullet.
Yeah.
But no, again, Sport Fisher Energy online at sportfisherenergy.com. You can order it online, and it's available here at the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center.
Product.
Yes. Very thankful to have them as the official beverage of the Captain.
Right. I like it because it doesn't have that edge that some of those energy drinks get you so jacked up. It just is real smooth, mellow.
Well, you know what also is interesting about it? It can help prevent seasickness.
Yeah.
If you're somebody that you're not sure about whether or not you're going to have your sea legs under you when you go offshore, it has ginger in it. So it's something that you could drink, keep you up, keep you awake.
How did they get her in there?
Do what?
How did they get her in there?
I'm not sure.
I like Mary Ann anyway. Oh, you mean the spot? Oh, the herb.
The herb, yes, the ginger root.
Okay, the root. Okay, gotcha.
There you go. But we're proud to have Sport Fisher Energy as the official beverage of the Captain. Now, Marty, this is our first show since the fishing guide came out. And these fishing guides can be found many different places all along the Outer Banks, at all the different tackle shops, anywhere where fishing is done, at all the visitors guide locations, at different areas around the Outer Banks. Now, Marty, what edition, how many years of the fishing guide you've been doing the fishing guide for at least 20 some years?
Yeah, I think this is our 26th edition.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a tackle box sized magazine, full of information, but also like phone numbers, contacts, peer information, things like that, but also recipes. And I'm really happy this year. I wrote 3 articles, and all 3 of them to me are, I wrote them. I'm not bragging, but the article about respecting Oregon Inlet is an article. Anyone that goes under that bridge on any kind of boat needs to read that article.
Absolutely.
Number 1. Number 2, the article I wrote about the Creeking Committee. Here we said at the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center, the Creeking Committee back in the 60s was a group of the 4 biggest, strongest mates that when you were a crew member on one of these boats down here and caught it your first blue marlin, captain or mate, every year, you got thrown over. If it was April, didn't care. You got thrown over. And that committee still exists. And over the years, a 6-pack of beer would get anybody you wanted thrown overboard, but there's a lot of funny experience, some great pictures as well. And so we wrote that one. And then a lot of people, the question I most got asked as a charter boat captain here at Oregon Inlet was, how did you get to be a captain? And I have a whole article about how captains become captains, and there's 2 or 3 different ways that actually happens.
That's awesome. Well, and again, these fishing guides can be found anywhere. And I'll tell you, we'll throw this out there again like we did last year, Cap. If you want an autographed copy of the Captain Marty Fishing Guide, Justin at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. Send me an email with your name and your address, and I will ensure that you get a copy, an autographed copy of the Captain Marty Fishing Guide in your mailbox.
Or they can go by your house and Wanchese before 9 p.m.
Oh, is that you go by my house?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll send them out there towards what is that, Nebraska Road? Something.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a great little publication, and we've been doing that a long time. But it's basically will get you squared away, and look who the sponsors are. It's free.
Yes,
magazine's free, so please honor the sponsors if you get a chance.
Absolutely, and all these people. I mean, they're great individuals. I mean, some of them have been with Marty for an extended period of time, like Carolina Girls Sport Fishing, Captain Jesse Anderson, like the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center.
The Miss Oregon Inlet.
The Miss Oregon Inlet. I mean, there are many sponsors of the Captain, and of course, you know, they're what make this happen for us, and they help actually power this program as well. So very thankful for them. Coming up here in just a few moments, we're going to talk with Mr. Stephen King, GM of, he's one of the owners and he's the general manager of the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. And then after that, we're going to welcome in Miss Jennifer James and Miss Nancy Brown. They are the co-directors of the not Pirates Cove. It's at Pirates Cove of the Boatbuilders tournament.
Right. Dare County Boatbuilders.
Dare County Boatbuilders. So what's this? And this one is what, 23 years of that tournament. So we'll be talking to them as well as part of our program here this month. But Cap, again, that fishing guide, I feel like it turned out very well. The articles, very good. All the different sponsors and people that poured into it, we appreciate them very much. And again, we encourage you, if you're here on the Outer Banks, pick one up, take a look at it, read some of the articles, take a look at some of the people that invested into the fishing guide, and go pay them a visit and shop. I mean, these are local, homegrown folks that we have in the fishing guide.
And we got lodging, we got restaurants, we got tackle shops, marinas, all kinds of things. Some of these people have been with us a long time.
Absolutely.
And it's just a nice little publication to have.
Absolutely, 100%. And again, if you want your autographed copy of the Captain Marty Fishing Guide, Justin at outerbanksthisweek.com, send me an email, put your name and your address in there, and I will have the Captain. And I'll even take a picture of the Captain autographing it so that you know it's legit. It's not me doing it. That's how you have to authenticate things these days, Cap. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You have to take a picture of the person actually signing it, sitting with it, not photoshopped, not AI. And yeah, that's, I mean, I may even send an authentication photo to go along with it. So anyway, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to welcome in Mr. Stephen King to talk to us about the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. So quick break. We'll be right back. Captain Marty's Other Side of Fishing.
When lines are tight and the bite is on, you need fuel that keeps up with the action. Introducing Sport Fisher, the drink built for anglers and adventurers who never quit chasing the next big catch. With bold flavor and serious kick, Sport Fisher keeps you energized from the first cast to the last run offshore. Whether you're chasing tuna, marlin, largemouth bass, or just for a great day on the water, crack open a can and fuel the catch. Grab yours today and learn more at sportfisherenergy.com. Sport Fisher, because legends don't run out of energy.
Are you ready for a fishing thrill like no other?
Oh, there he is! There he is! Oh, got him up!
As seen on WikiTune at Outer Banks, the Carolina Girl, captained by majestic Jesse Anderson, is a custom, luxurious, 53-foot Jarrett Bay built boat running out of Hatteras Harbor Marina. Let Jesse and her crew give you a fishing experience of a lifetime. To book a trip, go online to CarolinaGirlSportFishing.com. Carolina Girl Sport Fishing, your offshore adventure awaits.
Experience why the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center is known as the fishing capital of the world. Drop a line with the largest charter fleet on the East Coast and chase tuna, mahi, marlin, cobia, and much more in legendary waters off the Outer Banks. Whether you're headed offshore for the big bite or just enjoying a laid-back inshore trip, the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center has everything anglers need. Expert captains, bait, tackle, fish cleaning services, and even a nice little restaurant overlooking the marina. Located at the north end of the Bass Night Bridge, it's where Outer Banks fishing stories are made every single day. The Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. Play where the big boys play.
All right, back with the other side of fishing with Captain Marty. Marty, we're here at of course, we've mentioned this already, at the beautiful Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. And sitting with us right now is the general manager, Mr. Stephen King. Mr. King, how the heck are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for coming out here and broadcasting from Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. It's a beautiful day.
Well, not only that, where we're sitting is a beautiful spot. First, let me say, this is my alma mater. This is where I spent the most years of my life, right over there on that side of the marina. and I'm tickled to death. I was just telling Stephen that when you get up here on this top deck, I've spent 15 years right down there at ground level. Justin, it's a different world when you get up here 3 floors up, and the view is fabulous.
Oh my gosh, it's the best view on the Outer Banks. I'll say it. You heard it right here. It's the best view.
It's a phenomenal view, both of the bridge, the bar, the creek, the marina, Body Island Lighthouse, the sunsets. It's unparalleled. It's beautiful.
I was sitting here one day, Stephen. This is going to be bad because I'm going to be walking down memory lane. We were sitting here one morning, not up here, but down at ground level. Right there, going across from that little point of grass right there. That little point of grass right there was a 500-pound black bear that had swam from the refuge over to Roanoke Island, swam from Roanoke Island to here, swam across the mouth of the creek with everybody watching one morning on a blow day, went underneath the bridge and went out on the beach out there before they were able to tranquilize him and catch him again.
Wow.
Did you ever know you had a bear swim across your...
I did not. I've seen otters. I've seen a manatee or two, some coyotes, but definitely not bear.
Yeah.
Not a bear. There you go.
Beautiful, beautiful building though. Wow.
So let's rewind, Marty. You said you showed up at the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center in what year?
I did 2 years in Hatteras.
Yep.
And went back to college in the fall, 75 and 6. 70 after 76 in Hatteras, I decided John Bayless and Buddy Hooper talked me into dropping out of college, and I got invited by Nevin Westcott to come up here and fish at Oregon Inlet on a brand new Billy Holden boat called the Sundancer. It was the only black hulled boat, a beautiful boat. More recently it was the Hooker with Captain Tom Krause. But yeah, I came here in 1977. I did 2 years as a mate with Nevin, 77 and 8. 79 and 80, I did 2 years with Captain Sam Stokes on the Fighting Lady as a mate.
Okay.
And then 81 and 82, I was the mate on the Tar Heel with John Bayless, the original Tar Heel. That was my 6 years as a mate plus 2 in Hatteras. So it's 8 years. And I come off the head boats in Florida, snapper and grouper head boats as a 15-year-old. Then, tragically, John Bayless, his father was father was killed. His mother was critically injured in a terrible car accident in California, and John had to actually go to California and run the family business, which ironically was FM radio. And so one day I was the mate on the Tar Heel, and the next day I was the captain. So I did several years as captain on the Tar Heel, and then got my own boat and went from there.
So it was in the late 70s, mid to late 70s.
Well, I mean, mostly all through the 80s and 90s. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So,
I started 77.
A chunk of time now. And now the building that we're looking at, if it's on I would say the west side of the marina, was like the primary building for the longest time. The Fishing Center. Now we've got this big, beautiful 2-story building. Let me ask you something.
I went up 3 flights of stairs.
3?
Aren't we on the 3rd floor now? Sort of?
Somewhat, but we do have an elevator. Yeah, we do have an elevator for those who need to get up to this top floor for sure.
Right.
And by the way, before I forget this thought, we were talking about how long ago that was. This is a little saying. I started this back when ballyhoo were $1 a pack.
Back when ballyhoo were $1 a pack.
They're not $1 a pack now.
No, sir. No, that's for sure.
Now, Mr. King, how long have you and your family owned the Fishing Center?
Sure, yeah. We entered into the long-term lease with the National Park Service in December of 2018.
Okay.
And so we've been here since then. We won it it's the first public-private partnership with the Cape Hatteras National Seashore. So Oregon Inlet needed some upgrades, and the Park Service wasn't able to do at that time. So we entered into this partnership with them, and so we were able to build this new building. Actually, correct me if I'm wrong, Captain Marty, but I think this is where the original buildings was before it was, I guess,
that building
Ash Wednesday storm.
Sitting right here.
Yeah, Ash Wednesday storm time frame. So we put the building back where one of the original buildings was, and so it was a challenge. It was during the COVID and pandemic inflation years, but we got the building, we got it finished, we got it constructed. This is our 3rd season in the new building, and it's just we love it. It's just it's everything that we felt that Oregon Inlet Fishing Center needed and deserves. We brought a restaurant back into the marina here, Sea Chef. We have Oceans East here as running the marina store and their tackle shop as well. So it's just we're getting close to being what we want to be. We're not quite there, but a full service marina. But we have transient slips available. We have transient fuel, over the road transient fuel. But going back, so how did the King family get into this? Well, you mentioned Sam Stokes fight. I grew up. You can probably tell by my accent or lack thereof in the Midwest, and we would come down here, and it was the highlight of my brother and I, Russ, myself, and my father. Every year, it was all we would talk about in those cold Wisconsin winters was coming down here and fishing on the Fighting Lady.
Oh, wow!
And I've got pictures I can show after this of myself and my younger brother and my dad with Sam, and back in the 70s and 80s, and they were Captain Sam and they were our heroes. They were our heroes back then. And we just looked up to them. They were gods to us.
Yeah.
And so when the opportunity came to get this long-term lease with the Park Service, we jumped at it. We jumped at it, and we fortunately were able to get it. And we just feel blessed to.
Well, you said two things I want to touch on. That's one, Captain Sam Stokes. Did you say he was an arguer? Is that what you said? No. Is that what you said?
No such thing.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misunderstood. But Sam,
hero. Didn't you say he was your hero?
He was our hero.
Oh, hero. Okay. I knew him.
There's my Midwestern accent coming through. Sorry to confuse you.
Here's
So
the
he
deal.
didn't have Batman. He didn't have Superman. He had Sam, Super Sam.
That's right.
Sam and I are very close. But when I was a mate wanting to get on that Fighting Lady after John Bayless was the mate, I was like, that's the nicest guy I ever met around the dock. And when I got out there in the middle of the ocean with him, it was a little bit different story. He was very excitable and demanding, but I learned more and caught more marlin and learned really how to marlin fish with Captain Sam. So
I still have my sailfish that I caught in, it must have been 1983.
Yeah.
And from Fighting Lady and Captain Sam, and it was, I still have it on the wall at home, and it's just the memories I have of Oregon Inlet Fishing Center, and all those just the great captains of the day, which we still have today, with all those great names that are associated with Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. Again, those were our heroes, and remain so to this day. And we want to make sure that we updated Oregon Inlet Fishing Center in terms of its structures and physical structures, but we maintain the traditions and the reputation of Oregon Inlet Fishing Center being the premier offshore fishing center on the East Coast.
Well, now I want to touch on the other thing. Well, you mentioned you're a full service marina, and what I would like to say about that is one of the major differences since way back when I was here. We had the old Miss Oregon Inlet, which fished around the bridge primarily. We had a fleet of about 35 charter boats and about 4 or 5 inshore boats. They were like the boat Tony Tillett is running now. All right, so the difference now is they have a new Miss Oregon Inlet. They have a really nice fleet of charter boats, but I call them backcountry boats. But you have, like, I call them Florida Keys style. You can go out there on a boat, a center console boat or a little bigger with 2 or 3 people, fish half a day, and like you own the boat. And that was not here, none of that. That's the fastest growing portion that I can see of the charter industry is that guided backcountry fishing.
Absolutely. And we offer, when a customer will call, and I'll talk to them, we offer the 4 experiences, like you just said. We offer the head boat, Miss Oregon Inlet 2, which is out today in the ocean, doing a full day ocean trip, but they'll fish near shore, they'll fish inshore as well. So we have the head boat experience. Obviously, the offshore, Gulf Stream Canyon, deep sea fishing. We have the near shore, but the inshore, like you mentioned, Captain Marty, is our inshore fishermen here, be it you can just go on our website and look at it, but they're amazing captains and guides. And that inshore fishing experience, like you said, the center console, we can take up to 4 people on each of those, and they can take you into the far reaches of the sound and to find fish. So it's a great experience, and the variety of fish that they can catch is really fun. It's really
and in that group of boats, like the others, you have one of the best groups of captains that I know of personally. Yeah. Aaron Kelly is one of your captains.
Yes, sir. Yep, absolutely.
He is the best in the business, in my opinion.
He's some people call him the fish whisperer, the cobia whisperer. Yeah. He's amazing. He is
amazing. But the key is he's the kind of guy, like so many of your captains. Sometimes when the fishing is not great, the captain and especially the mate can make all the difference. Sure. Now on those boats, there's no mate. There's just a captain, and it's very personal. But Aaron has a gift for talking. He's really friendly. You'll just feel like you're going with your brother, not really with the captain. Yeah,
that's exactly right. Yeah, our inshore boats, they don't have mates. Our near shore, they will have mates, and but our inshore captains, they're jacks of all trade. They can do everything. It's an amazing experience for these customers to go on, and they have a lot of repeat customers.
Yes.
So. Yeah, we're very, very proud of them. Each and every one of them, love having them as part of the fleet.
You and me and John Bayless and others, we came from outside of the area. Mm-hmm. This place is a melting pot. About half of the fleet is second, third generation people. The other half is people that are following a dream, and I did the same thing the day I graduated from high school in 1975 in Daytona Beach, Florida, where I grew up on a headboat at Ponce Inlet at the south end of Daytona. I kissed my mom and dad goodbye, got in a car and drove all night long to get to the Outer Banks and my goal was to catch a blue marlin as a mate. Mm-hmm. And I met John Bayless on the dock, and we all followed the same dream that your family did, was to, let's take it from being a family vacation one time and make it a life. It's really cool.
Yeah, that's right. I retired from the Navy, so this is I'm blessed to have this as my second chapter of my professional life, being able to do this. So
you said Missouri? Is that where you said?
Wisconsin. Right.
Okay. Cheese state.
That's right.
I'm thinking of the deer state.
They're we get those whitetail. They're corn fed. They're nice and big. Yeah,
I love them. I got to go to Montana last year and killed a really big whitetail, and that was the thrill of a lifetime with a fella by the name of Rod Zullo, who used to be a mate on the Pelican with Art Spracher. And Rod is a world-class sculpture artist. He's in museums all around the world. Started as a mate at the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. He's in Bozeman, Montana. He has a gallery, but he travels the world doing bronze sculptures and all kinds of painted art. In fact, I think you maybe talked to him once about, they were talking about doing an Omi Tillett Memorial. At some point, he might have been a candidate for that.
I think so.
He still be.
Yep, absolutely, for sure.
Well, Marty, I'm not trying to disrupt y'all at all because y'all.
No, I'm going down memory lane.
This is memory lane. It's always fun, and that's part of it. I mean, this is a huge part of your history, Cap, and I'm so thankful that we have the opportunity to be here today.
Yeah,
and I'm thankful that Mr. King gave us the opportunity to do this. Now, the room that we're sitting in is a very nice, spacious room. I mean, you got a big old TV on the wall. You could probably watch a Super Bowl or something on that TV if we wanted to. But
he said we have an open invitation.
Yeah, that's right.
He did say that. He did say that. Now, let me ask you this, Mr. King. Y'all host, you have these rooms up here like this, or this specific room for private events. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. We host anything from, weddings all the way to rehearsal dinners and receptions, business meetings, you name it, we can host it up here. It's wonderful because, as you just mentioned previously, the view it's unmatched.
Unparalleled.
You're not going to find anything like this, in my opinion, on the Outer Banks in terms of an event space or an event venue. And it's also, we can expand out. We have on-site catering with the Sea Chef restaurant as well. So, the venue, the options for doing anything from a business meeting all the way to birthday parties, weddings, you name it, it's quite unique.
It is. I'm for someone that's been a big part of my life here, I'm a little bit shell shocked, to be honest with you. I've never been up this high. I've been on the lower floor, eating at the Sea Chef, had the ribbon fish.
Fish.
Yeah, which was one I was like, really? And I tried it. It was really good.
Yeah, Chef Mac, the Boobins, they're extraordinary. They're artists, I think.
Yeah.
And they source everything local, so they're very sensitive about that. You definitely get your money's worth with them.
Yeah,
100%. Well, let me ask you this, Mr. King. Well, first of all, thank you for giving us some time today to talk about the Fishing Center and everything like that. Yeah. But if people want to get more information about Fishing Center itself, how they can book a charter, how they can see just all the beautiful views that we've been discussing today, how can they find you?
Sure. Yeah, the best way, obviously, online is Oregon-Inlet.com. You can also give us a call. So different, you name it, we can book any way you need to. You can book it online. You can call us on the phone. You can come in person. I highly recommend you come in person. That way you can see, come here between this time of year, between 2 o'clock and 4:30, and you can see all the boats come in and unload, and then you can walk on into our booking reservations office. And again, we offer those 4 experiences: the head boat on Miss Oregon Inlet 2, inshore, nearshore, and offshore, and we'll get you booked and hopefully make you lifelong customers.
Yeah, and they have full fish cleaning services. So, and that's something really you need to budget for. That's important because people get caught off guard a little bit. Make sure they got a great facility, air conditioned, everything's cool. Fish are processed quickly and gotten back to you same day sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, same day. We strive always same day. And our fish cleaners, they, there's some days where we may have this time of year around 8,000 pounds of fish come through our fish house, and we'll get it back to you that same day. Some days where we're pulling in 13,000 pounds of yellowfin, maybe not, but generally, it's always that same day.
It's amazing because I tell people, don't plan your trip on poundage because you could get disappointed. But on a really good day, on this time of year on an Oregon Inlet charter boat, when those tuna bite, like I was telling on today's podcast, you got 7, 8, 9 baits behind your boat. If you hit them, you might get 7, 8, or 9 tuna at one time, 50 pounders. That's one fell swoop, 400 pounds of fish. It's not uncommon on a really good day to have 600 or 700 pounds of tuna in the back of one charter boat.
Absolutely right. Yep.
So you need to think about that. What is the rate for bulk fish cleaning? Do you know?
I don't off the top of my head, but it's per pound. It's anywhere from 40, depending upon the fish, the type of cut could range anywhere from 45 cents a pound to 63 cents a pound, depending upon the type and the complexity of the cut. Yeah,
so it could be a budget item to think about. But hey, don't try to save yourself a few dollars by doing that on your own. You'll ruin your catch. So you need to have it done professionally and just plan ahead.
Definitely budget to tip your mate as well.
And the gratuity, I bet Mr. King may not be aware of this, but this is interesting. When I first came here, and it's still the fact today, this is one of the few places in the world where the mate gets 100% of the gratuity.
That's right.
Here in Hatteras and everywhere else you go, the captain and mate split. And a long time ago, Captain Omi Tillett and Tony Tillett said, if we're going to get the best mates in the country, we need to give them the best pay. And so they give them all. And that's why if you're going to be a career fisherman and a career mate, this is the place to be right here. They're very generous in that regard. So know that when you leave a tip on your boat, that it goes to the mate. I mean, you can still tip the captain if you want, but they're not expecting it. So you're right, Justin. Budget for the gratuity and for the fish cleaning, and do that ahead of time. You'll be glad you did.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. King, thank you again for, number one, allowing us to use this space.
Absolutely, Justin.
And to be able to be out here and enjoy these views. And this won't be our last time here. You know what I mean? This is
Welcome
first
back
of many times.
Yeah, Marty, yeah.
I wish we could have been here when the Carolina Hurricanes were playing the other night with that big TV.
That would have been awesome,
right,
wouldn't it?
Yeah. Man, that was a great event.
What do you go?
But thank you for giving us some of your time today
as
well.
Much. Thank you for being in our fishing guide as well.
You're very welcome. Proud to do it.
Red Drum Tackle in Buxton is the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras. And being the closest tackle shop to Cape Point, Red Drum Tackle has been welcoming fishermen to Hatteras Island with a wide selection of bait and tackle, skilled custom rod builds, rod and reel repair, expert knowledge and information since 1974. Red Drum Tackle knows how, when, and where to fish. To acquire this fishing brain power, visit them online at reddrumtackle.com. Red Drum Tackle, the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras and the closest to Cape Point in Buxton.
Hey y'all, Captain Marty here to tell you that when my friends are in the market for a new boat engine or repair, I send them to the best, and that's at Ratcliffe Marine in Belhaven. Ratcliffe Marine is your official Suzuki outboard dealer. Suzuki motors are designed to get you on the water fast and get you back to the dock whenever you're ready. Ratcliffe Marine is also the largest repower center in North Carolina. So when you're in the market for a new motor or you need your Suzuki serviced, go to Ratcliffe Marine, 865 Highway 264 in Belhaven.
Ahoy there, folks. Captain Ben Brown here, and I want to invite you aboard the Miss Oregon Inlet 2. She's a modern 60-foot headboat outfitted with the latest top-quality safety and fishing equipment. We make multiple trips per day out of the world-famous Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. Visit MissOregonInlet.com or call us today at 252-441-6301, extension 1. So ditch the beach for a bit and set sail with the Miss Oregon Inlet 2.
All right, we're back with the other side of fishing with Captain Marty. Marty, we've got some guests in here with us today that have joined us all the way from, we got a Juan Cheese. Are we both Juan Cheese? Manio and from Roanoke Island. We'll just say it that way. Talk to us about who we have in here right now, Marty.
To call them guests is not really even fair. These are old friends, and we've been together. Our families have been together in the fishing fleet here on the Outer Banks, Oregon Inlet, and Pirates Cove for a long time. Nancy's son and I remember him when he was a wharf rat. I remember Jennifer's kids selling lemonade at Pirates Cove. And anyway, but we have Nancy Brown and Jennifer James that run pretty much, well, not pretty much, they do run the
co-directors of the Boatbuilders tournament.
The Dare County Boatbuilders tournament. And so welcome. Thanks for being here. How many years
now?
Get
that microphone now. Don't be afraid of it.
So this is what year tournament?
This is
23rd
annual.
And you guys have been there for 18 years. Have you been together for 18 years doing this?
Yes. Oh, yes.
How did that happen? Like who started it? One of you had to be the first.
Jen was the first.
I was the first, yes.
How'd you lure Nancy into this?
I think that was more my boss.
Your boss?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think she was kind of voluntold.
Okay, she was. Now, her boss is my old and dear friend, John Bayless, the boat builder. And
she's the boss, though, when it comes right down to it.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Nobody would dare argue that point.
Yes.
If you want to know who runs Bayless Boat Works, she's sitting.
I don't call John if I have a question about something. I call Nancy.
Yeah.
Huge team effort there.
Yeah, it is. And we could do a whole nother podcast on Bayless Boat Works, but John wouldn't allow it. No, he doesn't like people.
We are here to talk
on
about the tournament.
Yeah,
yes. So let's jump right into tournament talk. This is 23rd year of the tournament, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Give us a quick rundown of how the tournament got started itself. Can we talk about that real quick?
Yes. Okay. So it was started years ago when Taylor Harrison, local boat builder, cancer, and I believe passed away before his children were going to college. And I think it was John and Mike Merritt and a couple other captains got together and wanted to do something to help his children be able to go to college.
Right.
And so they had a fishing tournament, and it went so well, and they raised enough money to help Mallory and her brother, and they both went to college, and they decided that they would keep on doing this. And then it evolved into the Dare County Boatbuilders Foundation.
Right.
It started up. It is now a 501c3, so it's tax deductible donations, and grown into what it has.
So quick, we'll do a quick, let's do a flashback. So that first year is one scholarship, I believe for her brother, or was it for Mallory? Okay, but it was one scholarship. How many scholarships last year did y'all give away?
For 2026, we're giving 17 to the high school. We have 55 college students and 5 grad students. So we're giving out 200,000 this spring.
Wow. Because I remember just a few years ago, it was bumping 100,000, and I thought that's a lot. And it's how much this year?
200,000 we gave out in scholarships. So we're right now at 1.5 million that we've given out in scholarship money.
So who are these kids, these students? You mentioned college, high school, but what kind of candidates do you get?
Most of them are either working at boat builders, marinas, tackle shops, either their parents or the scholarship applicant themselves applying, but it's people having to do with the boat building and fishing, private, commercial industry.
Okay. So its roots in the tournament is still kind of built on those roots. You got to have a connection somewhere. And it's really, really neat because I know in the beginning it was mostly northern Outer Banks. Now we get a lot of Hatteras students that come down. Do we get any from Ocracoke? Do we get them from that far? I know it's the Dare County boat builders. But
Right. As of right now, it's just students in Dare County.
Dare County. Okay. So it's just growing in leaps and bounds. Now, Nancy, you and I do the scoring in the tournament. I think that's another one of the things you got volunteered for.
Yes, we now have the Catch Stat app so that everyone can keep up with what's going on live up to the minute throughout the tournament.
Right. And we have the radio where you can follow along on the web. You can listen online. And that's the part I really enjoy because I get to talk to my old buddies all day long. And you and I did the scoring in that tournament. So you can sit in Manny or anywhere else around the world, really, and know exactly what's going on. Catch that. Pretty neat.
It's a very good app.
Yeah, how all that stuff works. So now the tournament itself is 2 out of 3 days of fishing. Is that correct?
Let's hold on real quick. I got a question for you. Before we get into how many days, what are the dates of the tournament?
It is July 22nd through the 25th.
Okay.
The 22nd is registration at Pirates Cove. Starts at 5 o'clock. And we will have some very, very good food that night from a new sponsor.
I heard something about this.
Yes.
Oh, I have not heard anything about this.
I have heard something about. I heard it through the grapevine.
Yes. Smithfield Foods has come on as a new sponsor this year, and they are bringing their own kitchen and chefs.
Really?
They will be there to cook dinner for all of our guests on Wednesday night. And they're also providing breakfast for all of the boats and participants on Thursday morning.
What about for the tournament scorekeepers?
I think I could probably slide you out something. Absolutely.
So it is a 3-day tournament, but like you fish 2 out of 3 days, pretty much.
Yes.
And y'all are you have that little. You can fish 3 out of 3 days if you really wanted to, correct?
Correct. They have to decide by the end of the day if they're keeping that day or not.
Yeah. Okay. And so it's completely released, right? We're not killing any billfish in the tournament.
Correct.
And it can be a turkey shoot. It can be really, really good. In past years, I've seen this particular tournament where we had a couple hundred fish in a day. I mean, and of course the Pirates Cove tournament, which is a larger tournament, you get big numbers that time of year. And this is when the great big ones. Now I'm going to brag a little bit here. So yes, I know the Big Rock is an awesome tournament, and they caught a 919 pounder, but we caught a 1,228 and a half pounder at Pirates Cove. So we have the potential for really big fish. But in this tournament, you get a 1,000 pounder, you got to let it go.
Yes.
If the fish, even if the fish were to come up dead, you still got to let it go. Correct? Yeah, I think that is correct.
This
you can't bring one to the dock.
It's
period.
not a kill tournament.
No.
So you do not get anything for bringing in a marlin.
Well, how can people get involved? Like if someone says, I want to, you have a strong volunteer base, but how could you become involved with the tournament if you wanted to?
They can come out and buy tickets to eat dinner each night.
Okay.
And we are selling merchandise.
All right. And volunteers, are you good on your volunteers or are you still working on that?
We are pretty good on the volunteers, but we're always looking for more. And we've had a few people email us so they can go to our website, which is dcbbf.org, and they can send us an email through there. And people can also donate through the website. That's another way for people to get involved. You don't have to necessarily be a sponsor or fish the tournament. You could just make a donation.
Okay.
But come out and support the tournament. We're open, to everybody.
So it is
every
open
night.
to the public.
Yes,
you can wander around the pavilion.
Yes.
You can buy
merchandise.
and all
visit
that
with
goes
our
into the fund,
sponsors.
right?
Yes. The sponsors would love to have people come out, especially if you're looking for some new electronics or a new engine or something like that. They're there to help people. So.
And we do have somebody selling jewelry there. And then we also have a gentleman that does woodworking that's going to be selling stuff that he does.
Do you have artwork sometimes there?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, Steve Goyen is our
okay.
marine artist
And
of
one of the
residence
best in
and
the
has
world,
been
in
for
my
many
opinion.
years, and we're very fortunate to have him doing our artwork and very honored that he comes every year to the tournament.
So I just came from the gym, John Bayless's gym in Manio, and they were talking tournaments, and everybody always says the same thing. The Boatbuilders tournament is the fun tournament.
I love the Boatbuilders tournament.
And the reason being, all the tournaments are fun, but that tournament is low key, relaxing. I get to be am I still the weighmaster, by the way? I haven't.
Yes, you are. You always.
Okay. So yeah, well, when I die, when I die, I don't want to be buried or cremated. I want to be sent to a taxidermist. You could actually have me and then. Yeah, I wanted to be in the glass case where Harry Baum's Blue Marlin was here for years, and have kids come along, have my finger sticking through the glass, and they could pull my finger, and I'd say, "Let me tell you the story about the big marlin." But we could do something like that if I'm going to be the weighmaster forever. But yeah, I'm the weighmaster down there, and so you can come around the docks every evening. It's not so crowded that you can't find a place to park in this tournament. It's a much easier tournament to get around in. It's just the nature of the beast. Really, it's a little bit smaller tournament, but it does help a lot of causes. And there's lots of ways you can contribute. Buy a meal ticket is contributing to the scholarship fund, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. And Justin, what's your job at the tournament?
Well, my job is to set up shop and make sure that you have everything you need. And also we do up to the minute podcast pieces on your channel, which everybody's on right now, to promote what's been going on out there right now, fish that are being caught, what the leaderboard looks like, and all that other fun stuff. So I'll be out there every day in the afternoons to set up shop and to help do these types of things with you and with Miss Nancy and Miss Jen and the rest of the crowd. Now, I have a question, in particular for you all. Is there an auction, like a silent auction out there as well? There is a silent auction with auction items, correct?
Yes, there is.
Okay. All right. I knew that I felt like that was a pretty interesting piece because that money goes back into the scholarship as well. I actually won like this big thing of peanuts last year. Dude, I was tickled to death about that. But one thing that I love that y'all do now, yes, you all do help with like continuing education for high school graduates. Same thing with like current college students and, like you said, grad students. But one thing that has really spoken to my heart here lately is the fact that the boat builders here locally have really poured back into Manio Middle School and Manio High School, specifically in their carpentry departments and whatnot. There's a boat at Manio Middle School, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's going to be auctioned off at the tournament. Is that still happening?
That is correct.
Okay.
And that was built by the 7th graders at Manio Middle School, and some of the boat builders are helping out a little bit with that. One boat builder is going to do some finishing, one's going to do some glassing, one's going to do some painting.
Is this another one of those things where you were volunteered? Are you the one that's doing the sanding and the painting?
I am not, and Jen is not. No. But they're going to get it ready, and Bill's Marine is donating a brand new engine, and it is in the works to have a trailer donated as well.
And that was what you did last year as well, right?
That's correct.
Was and you can see that boat. It will probably be in the pavilion.
The boat will be there every night, and we're going to have some of the students there as well, so people can ask questions.
Nice.
The silent auction starts Wednesday night, and it goes through Saturday night. So anyone can come out and bid on an item. You don't have to be there. At the very end, you can have your name and phone number, but people can come out any night, and those peanuts will be there again for you to share for Whitley's.
Like I was saying just a minute ago, like that other than the glassing and some of the sanding and the painting and stuff like that, that boat is built entirely by middle school students, 7th grade middle school students.
Yes. And Justin, just so everyone does understand, when the boat is auctioned off, all the proceeds from that go back to the middle school and stays in that boat building program. We do not have anything to do with that. We just provide, and it's just perfect because it's the Boat Builders Foundation, and we want young boat builders to get interested and grow up. But all of the money,
And we got to remember, we have listeners everywhere on this podcast. It's a little different than when I was doing radio, but we have the finest fleet of boat builders. It's arguable with some, but not with me, in the world. I mean, all these boats were designed. We're sitting here today looking out across the bar at Oregon Inlet, where I spent a big part of my life. And these boats are designed with a sharp entry, to cut through the sea, a big flared bow to make them dry, a lot of horsepower, all those things. And people come from all around the world to get these boats, these Carolina sport fishing boats. And It's an amazing industry, and I think we're a world leader when it comes to that. And it might be starting at Manio Middle School, so you never know.
Well, pop quiz for you, Cap.
Oh, gosh.
That thing was auctioned off last year. Do you remember how much that boat that the middle school students brought in last year at auction? Do you remember the number?
How do you know that? I do not.
Because I was there and I remember, and I'm on the school board and I have to know these things.
Oh.
I don't know the exact figure, but I think it was
boat, motor, and trailer, right?
Boat, motor, trailer, boat, whole
I don't remember.
caboodle.
You want me to guess?
Take a shot.
$8,000?
You're not even close. Keep
Okay,
going
go
up.
ahead. Tell me.
It was over 20,000.
What?
1,000.
Yes.
Wow.
Like 20,300 or something. I can't remember the exact dollar figure, but it was over $20,000.
Nice.
And I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it gives me goosebumps to think about it. So,
Yeah.
but
All of
anyway,
that went back to the middle.
all went back to the middle school to invest back into the future of the boat building. And it gives me goosebumps, Cap,
Yeah.
whenever I think about it like that. 'Cause
You know what's the funny thing? I don't know if Nancy or Jennifer knows this, but there was a day I built 2 boats with Home Utility, what's now the Rigged Up, and the Brothers Pride, which is still the most beautiful boat I think that's ever been built in Hatteras. And then I built 4 boats with Captain Buddy Kennedy. And about that time, and 1 boat with Irvin Forbes. About that time, I got to where I was good enough where I was doing interior bunks and redoing charter. And 2 people came to work with me in the wintertime, replacing grunt work. And you know who the 2 people were? John Bayless and Paul Spencer. Paul and he said, "Can you hire me for the?" I can't believe it. You know, of course, both of them went on to be world-class boat builders. And I mean, what we did was just trying to put a pizza on the table on a Friday night, really. But that's where it all started. Isn't it amazing? Doesn't it, Nancy, doesn't it amaze you when you look at just boat building in general? Where these guys, you knew all, I'm not talking about just John, but all of the kids.
When you look back on the history.
They were all right out here on this dock. Your husband the same way, Jennifer.
It's very exciting, though, to see the 7th graders getting into this, and then it will continue into the high school. There is a boat building program at the high school as well.
That's awesome.
And they're trying to get the kids interested because Cape Fear Community College, I believe Beaufort Community College, they all have boat building programs. So if we can start this interest young, continue on through high school and college if they're interested in becoming future boat builders.
Yeah, there need to be scholarships for stuff like that other than just like in major universities and engineering degrees and things like that. It'd be a great direction. So let's go over the dates one more. I know they both have to get to work.
Yeah, I was going to say,
do the dates.
Give us dates, website, give us all the fine details one more time, ladies.
July 22nd, Wednesday is registration. Fishing is Thursday through Saturday. So
Okay.
It'll end on the 25th.
And as the official weighmaster for life and beyond, 4:30 to 5:30 is a great time to come around the dock, and dinner is usually around 6:30.
And Saturday night is great because a lot of the scholarship recipients come to that event and come up on the stage, and you can see where the money is going.
Yeah, and then also through the tournaments, a lot of them are there serving food and doing other projects too, right?
Usually on Thursday and Friday, they'll be there serving food and helping out
That's
any
really
way
cool.
they can.
All right. Well, we know you guys are busy, but thank you. It's really cool to sit here where all 3 of us have spent plenty of time. But this is a new facility here at Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. We're up on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place, definitely. Well, dcbbf.org is where you can get more information about the Boat Builders Tournament, how you can contribute, how you can donate, all that fun stuff. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you
We
for having
appreciate
us.
it. We'll be back with more from Captain Marty's Other Side of Fishing.
When it comes to general maintenance or major modifications on your diesel vehicle, look no further than Wanchi's Off-Road Diesel Performance in Kill Devil Hills. Master mechanic Ryan Walker developed the plan for having his own auto shop over 20 years ago, and today he owns the premium diesel performance powerhouse of the Outer Banks. To have him and his crew take a look under your hood, give him a call today at 252-715-0025 or find him on social media. Wanchi's Off-Road Diesel Performance, the diesel performance powerhouse of the Outer Banks.
Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village is the closest spot on the Outer Banks to the Gulf Stream. Just inside Hatteras Inlet, Teachers Lair is fully loaded with bait, tackle, ice, snacks, and drinks for your fun-filled day out on the water. Want to get rigged up to catch the big one? Lee and the gang in the tackle shop can outfit you to catch whatever is eager to get hooked. To see the marina, the tackle shop, or to book a charter, go online to teacheslair.com. Teaches Lair Marina in Hatteras Village. Your fishing venture awaits.
All right, wrapping things up here to Captain Marty's other side of fishing at the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. Marty, I'll tell you, it feels like this has been like a huge trip down memory lane for you.
This has absolutely been a great opportunity to come down here and look around and think about all the great years I spent here as a captain and a mate. And I came through this fleet. I said it many times, Justin. I just hit it perfect. I came when there were still single engine backyard charter boats, that your dad and every other local young man helped build through the years in the 70s. And then I got to fish with the legends, Homie and Tony Tillett, Sam Stokes, Harry Baum, and the list just goes, Sheldon Midget, Billy Baum, on and on. I got to fish with all of them on those affordable boats that you could make a living on with a single, and everybody elsewhere up and down the coast is single engine charter boats. I mean, nowhere else did you go that they had boats with one engine. But this fleet was so tight and fished together so much that if somebody broke down, somebody else would just tow them in, Right. Nowadays, because of the resale value on a boat, they're all now, the new ones are all twin engine. But yeah, I got to go through that. Got to be here for Harry Baum's Big Blue Marlin and other Grant 1,000-pound Marlin. Got to see so many things like we were sharing with Mr. King that it's just great to sit here today and see that it's all still here. And come walk this building. And when you do, climb to the top. Yeah, and see what's up here.
Make sure, double check with them downstairs. Let them know you're going to walk up here and just go take a look off the deck in the porch area out here. Because, I mean, again, where we're sitting right now, you've got it's not quite a 360 view like all the way around, but like you go to the east side, you're staring off at the bar, you're looking at the ocean, you're looking at the Bass Night Bridge. Come over here to facing the south, you're looking right into the marina itself.
I'm looking right here to the west and the northwest, back up at the Body Island Lighthouse.
Yes.
And looking at all these little creeks right behind the marina that I didn't really realize were laid out the way they're laid out, looking right out our window.
That's right.
So it's pretty cool. And also today, a neat day because the Miss Oregon Inlet is in the ocean, an all-day ocean fishing trip, which it's the first one got blown out, but I mean, that's new. That's different. When instead of fishing around the bridge for Spanish and blues and trout or back in the sound, they're going out in the ocean, which will be a sea bass, triggerfish, Spanish mackerel, maybe a drum, things like that. So we're just seeing so much happening here.
There is. There's a lot of activity going on out here. And of course, they would love for you to come down here and pay them a visit and check things out. And like Mr. King was saying earlier, Oregon-inlet.com is where you can find them online.
Yep.
So, Cap, that's pretty much going to do it for this edition of The Other Side.
A lot of fun. One of my favorites. Yeah, one of my favorites when you wrote me in and say, Marty, we got to do a long podcast now. What are you doing in a month? And
Is that what I sound like on the phone?
You kind of do. I'm like, where are we going this time, Justin? And you're like, we're going back to your old marina. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
But it was fun because prior to, what we didn't really talk too much about was prior to cutting the mics on with Mr. Stephen King, we went out on the porch and I could just see Marty's eyes like beaming when he was like, right down there was where we used to have the creeking committee and right over there. My boat was right over there.
Thrown overboard right down there, pointing out the window. That's where Dean Johnson was bounced off the pylon and when we had the big creaking.
Yes.
In other words, he was being thrown overboard. And Bobby Sullivan, it's in the article in the Fishing Guide, Bobby Sullivan, Capt Bobby, who was pretty salty. I can't say it exactly, but Bobby Sullivan said when he watched that big strong boys throw Dean Johnson overboard, he said, they threw him so high, a bluebird could build a nest in his blank before he hit the water.
Oh, my gosh. That's awesome.
Those were the days.
To watch you talk to Mr. Stephen King out on the porch about some of these different things and the sights and just the memories that you were going through, it was really neat to see. And I know we're going to definitely come back here again sometime and go back through some of those stories and bring Mr. Stephen King back on to talk to us and just rehash all those old memories, Marty, because again, I mean, that's all part of the history and the this area of Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. So we're very thankful to have had the opportunity to be here today. And again, the fishing guide is out. We're thankful to all the sponsors that are in the fishing guide. And if you want an autographed copy of the fishing guide from Captain Marty himself, Justin at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. I'll get some signed up, and we'll have it sent out to you. So just shoot me an email, and we'll make that happen. But this is that's a wrap, Cap.
Well, thanks, Justin. Thanks for coming down here. Beautiful day on the Outer Banks and a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Other Side of Fishing, all brought to you by Red Drum Tackle and online at reddrumtackle.com. All powered by Radcliffe Marine, the largest repower center in all of Northeast North Carolina. Online at radcliffemarine.com. Of course, Juan Cheese Marina being one of your other power sponsors. You can find them online, juancheesemarina.com. And the official beverage of the Captain. I feel like you got so many sponsors, Captain Marty. The official beverage being Sportfisher Energy. Fuel the catch. SportfisherEnergy.com. All right. We'll see y'all again next month, Marty.
All right.
Thank you for listening to The Other Side of Fishing with Captain Marty Brill. All brought to you by Red Drum Tackle. Be sure to follow us on your favorite podcast app. Just search Captain Marty and share this episode with your favorite fishing friends.